Hi, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome back to Naylo's Thrift Talk. And if you're live in the chat right now, thank you for holding on. Having a little bit of a technical difficulty between Nay's computer being a little finicky and my computer being new and trying to figure out how everything works on it. It just took us a couple minutes to get everything squared away, but we should be good. And I'm super excited to see everything that Nay has because it's like a haul, except for it's from your own childhood.
Crazy,
closet, right?
Yes.
Do you want to talk a little about what we'll be doing today?
Yeah. So I moved back in. I remember the year that I packed this big Rubbermaid tub away. I moved to Philadelphia back in 2004, and I had a townhouse at the time, and I was downgrading to a little tiny city apartment that was inside of an old paper mill. And it was really, really small. So I didn't have enough room for all of my stuff. So I asked my parents if I could store some of my clothes and stuff at their house. And of course they said yes. And it's kind of sentimental because, as you guys know, my dad passed away in January. And I remember when I was going through these bins, his writing is actually on it. Nadine's clothes, Nadine's jeans. I remember he actually helped me fold them and pack them up and labeled the bins. So it's a little sentimental that way. But I just left them and I never thought about them. You know, I gained weight, I lost weight, I gained weight. And since then, and I've just never thought about them. And then I was going through some stuff at my parents' house and I realized that I still have these bins that have not been literally unearthed since about 2004. And the clothes are older than that. They are genuinely like late 90s, most of them are like early 2000s. So they fit that Y2K genre. So we'll see what I have.
And it's the perfect example of like fashion is cyclical, it goes around, comes around, like everything that you wore and I wore back in the early 2000s is all of a sudden trendy again. And we've talked about that on some of our past episodes. So, you know, I think you mentioned that a lot of the brands are not necessarily high end, but like the styles are going to be exactly what's sought after right now. So some current Gen Z teen is going to be super excited to go on Depop and find the clothes that you wore at that age.
I sure did shed some tears because the memory came back to me when my dad was, you know, taking the Sharpie and writing on it, and he was standing there folding. In fact, when I unfolded these, the last person that folded a lot of them was my dad back then. So it was really sweet of him to help me. And I'm glad I saved them all these years. You know, I wasn't reselling at the time. These were all my personal clothing. And at the time I shopped a lot of mall brands. So they're going to be, and a lot of them are going to be super tiny because I was like a size 2. But a lot of them are going to be like, I know already, Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, things like that. But, you know, I might find a few gems, and the style, like Lola said, is what's going to be in. So
yeah, for sure. But before we dive in, as always, we have our usual segments. So Nay, you want to start off? What are you wearing?
Sure. So today I am wearing this is actually it's kind of like a loose, transparent kimono top. And it is actually a full wrap top.
Nice.
But the side tie is broken, so I need to safety pin it or something. But I'm just wearing it like as a loose open cardigan. It is Liberty of London for Target.
Oh, so, I love that collection.
And I did thrift it. I don't remember what I paid. Probably like, you know, $4 or $5. Actually, you know what? I think this came from the bins, if I remember right, because I remember seeing that it was broken on the side, and but it can easily be fixed. But it's super comfy, it's roomy, you know. And I also have, this is the jewelry that I got from Thrift to You. It is genuine shells, my earrings as well. They are sterling. So you have to look out for the jewelry. It's hard when you're shopping from Thrift to You online, and any online, like Shop Goodwill. I get a lot of my jewelry there. It is hard to tell exactly what you're getting. So you're kind of taking a gamble, but if it's, you know, if the price is right and you're, you know, and you like it, it's, you know, so it's a gamble. And even if it's costume jewelry, if you're not paying much for it, doesn't much matter. So.
Yeah, it's a kind of easy lottery ticket. Like either you're going to get what it looks like in the photo and it's costume jewelry, or you luck out and it's actually real gold or real sterling silver. Exactly. Or
One other thing I do want to mention is my flip-flops today. I thrifted these, oh God, and they were like in brand new condition a couple years ago at Goodwill. And the brand is Okabashi. And I just took them out today and I was like, oh, I should start wearing these. They are like ergonomic. They are so comfortable. So I highly recommend this brand. And I think I only paid like a few dollars at Goodwill. So yeah.
I've never heard of that brand. Do you know anything about it?
You know, I don't. I've seen it before, and I sold a pair a while ago, and I know they sold for decent money, not like a lot, but like maybe $25. They were leather. So I know that it is a trending brand. I mean, it's a decent brand. They are made in the USA. So I'm not quite sure, but they're very comfortable. So I highly recommend this brand.
They look so comfy.
So I'm keeping these. I'm not selling these. These are mine.
And Angelique says that she hopes her profit piles have come back into fashion because they've cycled back. I definitely have had a few items where I lucked out that I was dragging my feet on listing them because they were suddenly more in demand or more in fashion. I've also had the opposite happen. So I guess probably like evens out. So since we're talking about Y2K and mall brands, thought I would wear this. I think this is older than Y2K. This is more 90s because I remember this shirt is from Aeropostale, and I do remember shopping there in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And I think this predates it because this feels better quality than even what I remember in that shop, like when I was shopping there. It's, a really cool kind of color block, definitely the sort of thing that's in style right now with the different different colors kind of matched together. And it just feels like really nice quality cotton. And then the jeans I showed on one of our hauls, they are the Willie Smith jeans that I thrifted at Savers, and they fit like a glove. I don't think I've ever thrifted jeans that fit this well. So they're definitely my new like go-to pair, and they are what's in style right now. They're not as high-waisted as I would like, but they're still kind of like high mid-waist, and then they're the straight leg and not the the skinny jeans that have been in for ages. So also probably late 90s, I think a little earlier than Y2K, but May, you're perfectly on trend then for today.
I love flip-flops too. It's funny, Jess, in the summer, instead of slippers, like I have my indoor flip-flops and then like my outdoor, like walking like going out to rock the dog flip-flops. But I have an actual pair that's so comfortable. I wear them like slippers in the house. So.
Perfect. Okay. So our next segment is, as usual, our thrifted home decor.
Yes.
So let's see. Nay, what do you have this week?
Okay, so I have this, and I left intentionally the Goodwill sticker on it because I've been going through some of the stuff in my stash. I know I paid $1.99 for it. This is called tonala. It is Mexican pottery. And I have sold it before, tonala pieces, a lot of birds, other animals too. And then they also do like, there's like a lot of pottery dishes and whatnot that are this kind of distinct hand painted look. I have sold other pieces of it and they do decently. It has on the bottom of it, you can see the sticker. It actually says, Netzi, and it says handmade in Mexico. And then it does have a signature on it as well. So I believe, I could probably get $20 or so for him if I sold him. I probably will try to sell him. I don't know. I might, you know what? I have so much in my china cabinet that I really don't need.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I've been hesitating on listing it though, because I've had it for a while because I haven't been to Goodwill in a while. And then I also have, and this is in kind of beat condition. This is from the bins, but it's a good example of how, maybe not for resale, but if you're an art junkie like me, it has it's paper bag and it has a lot of bent hairs, but it's still a great coffee table book. It has it's impressionist and post-impressionist paintings from the USSR. So it still has, and the interior, there's a Van Gogh. The interior pages are still in great condition, even though the cover is a little angled. So I'll still pick up art books like that, even, if I'm not going to resell them, for the sake of the art. And another tip with a book like this, if it's, the pages, if you find one of these in the bins or really cheap, and you could always take it apart and frame the inside pages, the print. So there's a lot of frameable art in here. So that's another tip.
Yeah, definitely. And some of those books, they're definitely hit or miss, but some of them can be quite valuable if they're out of print, because the art exhibition catalogs to begin with are quite expensive. They can be like $60 to $80 new if they're the hardcover.
Yeah, so this is from 1973, National Gallery of Art in Washington. So, and I didn't even look it up. It might be worth something, but it literally
in that condition, maybe. Oh yeah, it's falling
apart. So I don't think it would be really worth it for resale. But again, I could take these apart and have a nice series framed on my wall. So there's a lot you can do with this. Don't just disregard them.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the item that I have to share today, I remember sharing before, but I added something to it. So I'm going to move my chair out of the way. I thrifted this map years ago in Philly, and I think I paid like $5 for it.
That's Circle Thrift?
It's from Circle Thrift, yeah.
I know it.
You remember it? It is not in good shape at all. I mean, it has a lot of like places where it's crumbling a little bit, but it is this beautiful world map. It's a specific type of like a view of the world. What's it called? There's a specific term.
Topographic or
no, it's a specific type of map projection that uses one point as the center and shows everything kind of emanating out. And so the center of this map is I can't see, New York City, right there. So I just thought it was hilarious to find this in Philadelphia because there's such a rivalry between Philly and New York. And I finally got this hanger on Etsy. So the hanger is new, but I knew I wanted to make sure and get just the right thing. It was the right size because this map is pretty big. And that way I can display this map proudly. And the map itself is, I think from the late 1800s. I was doing some research based on the map seller, which has a sticker on the bottom corner. And be very careful here. And based on what I could learn about the map seller, it looks like he was in business from like the 1870s to the early 1900s. So it seems pretty likely that the map is actually as old as it looks. So it's a nice treasure, and it's not worth that much, but it's one of those things where it's just so fun to uncover it in the thrift store and then finally like put it together and hang it on the wall. So very happy.
Great. Very cool. And our next segment is there you go. So our next segment, I have a couple of surprise that I tried to fit in with today's topic. So the first one is these vintage 90s, 2000s carpet. They are No Boundaries brand, which is Walmart, which shows that some of the lower end brands, you never know because of the style. So these sold for $45.18. They are pre-owned. They're Y2K bib carpenter overalls, and they are, again, Walmart No Boundaries brand. So don't be afraid if you have something based on style, even if it's a low end or budget brand, to price it higher. And maybe today with some of these items, there'll be a case in point from what I have today. And then again, these are mud jeans, and again, I know I've got some mud in here. These sold for $50 on Poshmark, and the reason is because of the style. So
yeah, those are great bell-bottom jeans, and I just listed some really similar ones that are Faded Glory. So like another similar kind of lower end brand, but with a really great wide bell bottom. So hopefully they will also do well.
Yeah.
So wait, hey, can you go back to the overalls for a second?
Sure.
So I am really curious what you think about the way they photograph these with the shirt, because it makes the overalls look so much better. But on eBay, you would be expected to mail the shirt with the overalls, right?
Yeah, so I would not do this for eBay because of the fact that everything is so literal on eBay.
Mhm.
You know, buyers are on Poshmark or maybe Depop. I would say that, you know, I would do that maybe in the description, just say shirt shown as an outfit. Or you know what? Maybe I would even just give the shirt, you know,
Throw it in. Yeah.
throw it in as a freebie, because if it's not something that's, you know, worth a lot of
Mhm.
work on its own, it's
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, that could be misleading on eBay because the buyer can say, "Oh, well, it was shown with the shirt and I didn't get it," you know.
I have had trouble getting what feels like a good photo of overalls before. Like they just don't look as interesting when you have the top, you know, like straps kind of laying on the ground or whatever, or on the hanger. So this really improves the photo.
It does, but you have a point. Yeah.
But at that price, I would totally just sell it as an outfit and include the shirt. And if they don't want the shirt, they don't have to wear it. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So
yeah, and it's, you know, that's the kind of shirt where Angelique says get some oops.
Sorry.
It's okay. Get some cheapy shirts. I mean, I'm sure I have something from a blue box that I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't be heartbroken to include as a set instead of, you know, selling it separately.
Now this shirt itself is totally from that same time period. It's a repro of it. You know, it's got that Y2K 95, but.
Oh, yeah, and Angelique says the 99-cent day at Goodwill, yeah, or the bins.
Oh yeah, you could totally. The bins are great. Cool. That is an idea. When you have something that just needs an extra something, you know, you can.
Because I'm sure that's partially why this was an auction and it went up to $45. Like that's.
I don't think it was. Yeah, it doesn't say anything actually about the shirt. I don't think. So. Yeah, it just says the overall. See, and they probably should have said, "Hey, you know, shirt's not in." But they also have like a lot of, you know, extra fluff.
Oh wow! And it even includes that the previous owner was a smoker.
Yes, I mean, it's like
and it's still. I mean, I don't know if everyone read all that fine print, but
yeah,
you know, still a good price for that, given all that.
Mm-hmm. So the moral of the story there is, if you have something that based on style, even if it's a dud brand, go for the top, go for the sky. You know, don't.
Yeah. Okay, so Chris in the chat has a great question. Why do you put Y2K in the listing?
So Y2K is actually the time period. So we had, if Chris, go back to our episode, it was about 2 months ago, we did a whole Y2K clothing fashion episode. So Y2K clothing is very popular, especially with the Gen Z generation. And it's early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, that kind of period. And it is the style. So, and if you go back to that episode, you can get some ideas on what to look for.
And specifically spelling it that way, Y2K is a keyword. So
that's a keyword. That's what people search for. Yes. Mm-hmm. And do you have your thrifted history, Lola?
I do. Yeah. So
I can do that now.
We're talking about jeans, and it just so happened when Nay was talking about or suggesting we do this episode, I was in the middle of listing a bunch of jeans, and mine are a little bit older. So they're pre-Y2K, they're 80s, few 90s. But it just felt a little bit like, you know, serendipity. And as I was researching them, I was working on this one pair. Let's see, put this up here. This one pair of awesome 80s stonewashed jeans. That these had actually been listed for a while. They hadn't sold, so I needed to improve the listing. And they have some really cool details that, like, I think for some people add to the character. So they've been mended and done. It's just done really nicely. So this almost counts as visible mending. It's done almost invisibly. I'm not sure even if it shows up on camera.
Yeah, I can kind of see it, but it's hard to even.
Yeah, but visible mending right now is very trendy. So if you do have an item that's damaged and you want to do that yourself, or you find something that's been stitched in a creative way, like that's a great keyword to include. But the brand is one that I wasn't that familiar with. And let's see what's on the back. But I had this patch that reminded me of the Guess logo, and it's called Xena. And at first I thought that these might be like a Guess, just a total knockoff, and they weren't really a brand in and of themselves. But I started looking it up, and I found this article from the New York Times. Just realized that I do not have it. Okay, now I have it. From the New York Times in 1981 that was highlighting the woman who started this brand. And it's just such a cool story that...
Very cool. Yeah, it's cool when you're researching something and you come in and you can almost go down like a rabbit hole, you know.
Oh, totally. So thankfully this one didn't go too deep, because I have definitely done that before. But it was just really fun to read this profile of her and talking about why she started the brand and how she felt that there was a gap in the current, the way that the jeans fit that were currently on the market, and they didn't really, meet her needs. But she has this great life story. She was raised in Alaska and is part Native American, and eventually, moved to the New York City area. And just, has this adventurous life where she,
so cool.
She worked as a stewardess, I guess, was what she would have been called at the time. And then started a jeans company. So, whenever you find a brand name that you're not familiar with, you never know what the story behind it is going to be. And this was just a really fun one. So.
Oh yeah, that's great. I love it. And I bet based on style, and I bet there's some loyal people that are dedicated to the brand that are looking for it. I bet you'll do well with them.
Yeah. So one thing about them, I guess, is that she made sure that the hip measurement was wider than most other jeans. Oh. So if anyone today is aware of that and knows that they have problems, like they're a little bit hippie, and a lot of the, the vintage jean brands that have a similar, like mom jeans, stonewash style, wouldn't fit them, then that's still an issue that women have today. So
yeah, because I always need a hip measurement. Most people don't put that in.
And that I do make sure.
Even when I was a size 2, my hips were bigger than most size 2s. So it was like, either I get a bigger size and then the waist is too big, or because I've always been shaped that way. That's just me.
And it's funny because I remember the when I was measuring them, the first time I measured the hips, I was like, is that right? That doesn't seem right. And I went back and double checked it because I wanted to make sure it wasn't wrong. And that makes sense now because that was intentional.
That's pretty cool. Good to know. So I guess, next week I wanted to mention that, and then we'll dive into so next week I have,
oops, I will add it back.
Sorry. Okay. Next week, we are going to be doing a show on Thursday, the 24th. Lola has an appointment on Friday, so we're moving the show to Thursday. So, and that's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and we're going to give you 10 of our best thrifting tips. So that'll be fun. And, just each of us will probably do 5. And some of them you might have thought of, some of them you might not have, but hopefully we'll give you some extra insight and some useful information that you can take with you while thrifting.
And if any of your friends are people who keep asking you, like, how do you find good stuff thrifting and how do you get started, this would be a great episode to invite them to watch, and sort of a good beginner intro. So
yes, for sure. So, and I guess I'll start to go through some of this.
Should I put you up on the big screen?
Sure. So I have a big pile here. I kind of dumped the bin a bit. I had a couple bins, so I kind of dumped the bin. So I'm going to randomly go through these. There's no way I'll be able to get through all of them. In fact, this is only a sampling of what I had. But so the first one is mud. So these are mud. They're totally like the tag that from those jeans, and they are pants. They're not quite jeans. They're size 11, so they're juniors. These are larger. But they're also very tiny they're not like a typical 11. So they have like kind of a flare leg. I think they'll do pretty well.
They look a little gray, but they're Probably they are gray. Okay.
They're gray. They're dark. Yeah,
I was wondering, are they faded black or
no,
are they?
They're not faded black. They're intentional gray. So
those are great. Yeah.
So I think those are a winner. And you'll see like the sizes are wildly different because I would always yo-yo with my weight. I was anywhere from a size 0 to like a size 8, like over the and 11. I think these look like they are on par with about an 8-ish. Yep, these are 8s. This is West Side. Oh, this is from New York and Company. I don't even know if this division of them is still in, but these are also the kind of like a boot cut.
Mm-hmm.
So I will look up. They're just New York and Company again, but I don't know. Maybe the West Side is still because I haven't heard. I don't know if that's still.
I don't remember that. I wonder if that was like a shortly lived like sub brand or something.
The limited size 4 regular. These are corduroys. Again, they're boot cut. So
those will be nice for fall.
Yep, low rise. This is an older H&M. This is actually a skirt. It's a US 8. But look at
that is definitely good for the style. It's coolest.
So I'm gonna have to get some of the wrinkles out, but it's pleated. It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an older H&M. Express. I knew I had a lot of Express. What size are these? These have to be small. Too long. The long might be good. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I
Express jeans.
used to get a lot of long and tall jeans because I am longer in the leg, and I would wear like a boot or something, a heel, and so I think that you can see like the tag is, and these also have that.
Yeah.
So they might be they are too long. So another Express pair. Let's see, what are these?
No, Angelique says she's seen the West Side brand before.
Oh, okay. So
it must be out there. Yeah, I'm sure.
I didn't even know of it, but these are Satine Express size 2. Don't know the Satine, but I'm sure that's a cut. That's There you go. They're dark wash. Again, they're like a boot cut, or they're pretty flary. So
yeah. Oh yeah. The nice thing about having the wash and the cut information is that it's really easy to find direct comps. That happened. I was listing a pair of Calvin Klein jeans and looked up the wash and the cut and exactly the comps I wanted. Lots of solds for like right around $50. So just, easy to throw them up for that.
Yep, definitely. This brand is Angels. It is a juniors brand. I can see.
I remember that brand.
They're a junior size 7, and it's funny.
Are those super low rise?
Actually, I don't know if these are. You can see made in Hong Kong.
So definitely 90s.
But yeah, they don't look that. These don't look that low rise actually.
But they'd have the like the missing. What's it called? They have the belt loops, but there's not the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the word.
So capris, they're shorter. So, but maybe for now, like if I get them listed up now. Oh, this is cute. So this is okay. So I know what this is. Old Navy. It is a size 2. It is a low waist denim skirt. So the pockets are cute though.
Oh, those are super cute.
There's the tag. You can.
So Brian's asking, he has 90s / Y2K Tommy Hilfiger that he wore to shreds. Is it eBayable? Oh, absolutely. And you could definitely sell that in eBay. You could list it on Depop if you want to get on to Depop. That's a great item to get you started. Angelique says use distressed and trash. That's
for sure, because people want them and so these are Gap straight leg boyfriend. They're size 6 regular. They're not flare, but they're straight leg. And somebody might want this cut,
Oh yeah, straight leg is in right now too, for sure. Those are a nice basic.
Oh my, there's so much in here. I don't even know. I won't get through. Another Gap. Oh, another Gap straight leg. So funny. These are probably the same size. Yep, 6 regular. Look at the tag is like the paper tag. Yeah. And
that might also be if you wanted to just lot those together.
True. I might actually hold on to a couple, not not necessarily. Well, I don't know. We'll get down to a 6 again. Maybe not. Maybe some of the 8s I'll hold on to. These are too long. They are Old Navy. They're just Old Navy, but maybe they're flare, Old Navy flare. So the cut might.
That's, yeah.
And the fact that they're long. I remember these. This is so funny. I remember these. These are the brand. I remember these are a size 9. I remember wearing these. Oh my gosh. The brand is Hot Kiss.
I remember those. Oh my gosh. That's definitely like a Bebe kind of knockoff style.
Oh yeah. They're not like
the drawstring and like the low waist. Yeah. Oh, those will do really well.
Oh yeah. These are awesome. They're size 9, but they're tiny. Like look at the,
Yeah. But someone's gonna fit them.
Yeah.
So Becky has a question. What about puka shell necklaces? Nay, what about puka shell necklaces? We have something.
Yeah, those are so 90s. And Y2K. Yeah. And actually this ties into an episode that we're going to be doing in July. I think the 11th. Jason's actually going to be our guest to talk about it. I don't know if I want to give away the topic yet.
Yeah, we'll just tease it a little bit.
Yeah, but we'll be talking about those because that ties into that topic. So these are Cavarici. Z Cavarici.
Oh,
size 7.
I feel like I have a pair of those to list. Those are good, right?
Yeah, they're good. They were big in like the flare.
And those look like they're in great shape.
They are in fantastic shape, yes.
And of course, all that distressing is intentional and the way the jeans were sold, not.
Totally. So they might do well. This is Big Star. I don't know this brand. I do remember wearing these jeans, though. These were one of my favorite pairs. That's so
I remember. I feel like Big Star was one of the like more affordable, nicer jean brands, if that makes sense.
Their boot
like it wasn't like 7 jean level, but it was a step above. Like most small brands.
California. These are 29 regular. I do remember wearing these. These were actually one of my favorite pairs of jeans. It's so funny. Oh, these are good. So I know about these. So Gap Long and Lean are discontinued and they are very sought out.
Oh.
So and I know I've got more than one pair in here. These are size 4. Back when I was a size 4, which I'm never going to be again. So these were kidding. I don't want to be a size 4 again anyway. So,
but so there are definitely people who are looking for that style, who are loyal to it.
And can't it. I want to say like maybe 5 years ago or so, they discontinued the long. So these are just Forever 21s. But again, they're the nice boot cut. They've got
a cool detail. Yeah.
Look at the pockets. They've got that.
These are so fun.
So. I'll pull out. I tossed a couple other things in here too. So.
Oh, that's especially with 4th of July coming up.
I should get this listed soon. Yeah.
I mean, it's a sweater, but someone's going to be in a chilly enough climate that they,
Totally. So Ralph Lauren. Yeah. I had more of that. Oh my gosh. More Express jeans. These are probably like a size 2 or something. No, these are 6 longs now. But they're, same kind of. What are these? Oh, these are mud. Those are
nice wash too. Yeah, the
size
kind
5.
That must be tiny. They don't look that tiny though. They look a little larger for a size 5. So maybe
these aren't tiny.
Like a woman's 4 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I can't believe I used to wear all these, but I was tiny back in the day.
I know the feeling.
So this is another style that sought it, and I used to wear these all. I had them in like I had a bunch of these. These are size 2 long. They're the Express Editor pants. I'm not sure if they still make them, but they are out. Know that. So
I am sure I had a couple pairs of those.
They were my go-to black pants. Yeah. I'm sure there's more than one pair of Editors in this pile because I had multiple pairs.
I remember in 8th grade, there was a time when like it was the thing to do to like dress like young professionals to school. So we all wore those pants and like button-down shirts and black boots. Did you ever do that? Was that a thing for you? Or was that just me?
Yeah, totally. It's these are Star City. These were probably like my work office pants. They're size 7, but they're like that. They're like polyester, or they're,
They're still a good work basic.
Oh yeah, they're
and the right cut, the boot cut
for sure. Oh, these are good. These are I remember wearing these too. These are Adidas track pants.
Oh, those will do well. So those could go for more than you paid for them new, easily.
They're women's small. The elastic feels a little dry rotted. But
you could replace that. That might be worth replacing.
I'll just disclose it probably.
Yeah. I mean, or whoever buys them could also.
Yeah, I probably would just disclose that, but yeah. If I replace it, I'll never list it.
That's true. I
know myself. Okay, these are Express editor. Again, these are like a brown stripe editor. So they should do well. They're probably like a size 2 as well.
Imagine someone wearing that with the like little mini vest. Those vests are
yeah. And you can see like they've got the older like I have a huge pile here. Yeah, I told you guys I'll never get through all of this in one show, but I remember these are fringy on the top.
Those were like my favorite. Oh, they are Express. I had those jeans. Those were my favorite jeans. Oh my god,
wearing these. They're oh, look at that. They're flare 5'6" regular.
I think I had that exact pair.
I used to wear the.
Oh my god! I'm sure I have a photo of myself wearing those. I bet we could find pictures of both of us wearing the jeans.
So funny. Yeah, I used to wear these a lot. I remember. So these might do well. They've got the
fringe. I bet they would. Yeah.
On the bottom. I think there was a button prop. Yeah, I'm right. How do I remember that from all those years ago? The top button is missing. So they zip all the way up, but there's no button.
But that's intentional. Like there's no button band on them.
I think it might be intentional. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe they didn't have anything on there.
I think there might have been like a clip on the inside or something. Yeah, but that's why it's sprayed at the top.
Yeah. So
that's so funny. I have such vivid memories of like wearing those jeans day in and day out.
Let's see. I have a couple extras in here. This is cute. So this is Lynn Richie. I don't know the brand, but look at this.
Oh, that is cute. Are those little conversation hearts?
Yes, they are.
Oh, it's adorable.
That's really cute. So that should. And then this is International Concepts, but look at the print.
That's cute.
Yeah. So this is just Charlotte Russe, but these velour tracksuit pieces are really popular. Yeah. So, and this is like an original one from Y2K. So
do you have the matching set, or is it just the top?
No, I just have the. It looks like just the. I don't have the whole set, unfortunately, but still. These are cute. These are Gap clean cut. I don't know. They are a size 6, but look at, they have this cute embroidery on them.
That's very cute. Also very 90s.
Oh yeah. So they might do well. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a lot of Gap in here. Gap hip hugger, size 6.
Oh, those.
It's a mini.
Yeah, that's.
So.
That's
I'm going to get some of this stuff listed though soon because. Again, I'll never get through it. Oh, look at this. This is, I don't know the brand. It's like Zen. I don't know. It's like some just juniors brand, but look at the detail on the collar.
Oh, that's cute. The little frog closures and the, yeah.
That is so 90s.
So 90s.
I know. I'm trying to go through. Ooh, these are cool. I got to see what these are. Look at these pants.
Oh, those are cool.
These are Luna Chick. Look at the tag. These are I think these are straight up 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
5'6". Look at that. It's like a brocade.
Those are like the like 90s goth
Yep, and it's like velvety. Oh my god, these
Oh yeah.
pop.
Oh, someone's gonna die when they find those on Depop. They're gonna get so excited. Such a cool style.
These are Massimo, but look at I still have the
Wow. Tags.
Yeah, back when you could buy jeans for $24.99, and I guess these are from Target. They're size 7. But they're kind of cool. I mean, they have the tag, and they're definitely Y2K. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not the most exciting style, but someone will be glad to find new with tags.
Sure. I don't know how many you want me to do here. I could go on. This was done Forever 21, but again, they're like the flare, so they should do well. These are again long and lean Gap. Oh, these are an 8 regular. I might actually keep these. So, but the long and leans, if you find them, and I seem to have a few pairs, definitely. London Jean, do you know that brand?
Yeah, I feel like that was. Did you have a store called like Bob's?
I don't know.
A regional chain. I feel like it was a store that
stressed, and they're like Bermuda shorts. They're not quite capris. They're size 2. They might do well now because
the details are cute. Yeah, I feel like the capri length or like the Bermuda length shorts are always a little bit of a harder sell,
sure.
But
the Flirt. Oh, these are Old Navy. So somebody's probably dedicated to that cut.
Yeah. Is that one of the ones that was discontinued? I feel like that rings a bell.
It might be. I'll have to look that up. These are actually embroidered on the.
Oh, you won't find that.
Older. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore with. Oh my gosh, here's Forever 21, but look at the tag.
Oh my gosh. What's the price on those?
Well, apparently they were on sale for $6.99, but they were originally $30. They're just regular pants, but I mean they've got the original tag, so. Oh, this is Delia's. It's just a top, like a regular.
But still, that is a blast from the past.
Is it not? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's got like the ruche.
Oh yeah, that's
nice.
Oh my gosh.
These are all great Depop items. There's another sweater, another polo sweater in here.
Another good one to get up before 4th of July.
Yep. This is I purposely took some of the bin that had like some shirts in it and stuff to mix it up a little bit. Elements, I don't know that brand, but look at this.
I remember that brand. Another super.
And it's a size large, but it's like a size small.
Is it one of those like sheer tops?
It is. It's like the lining and then the sleeves are sheer.
Where like the really cool girls would just wear it with their bra, and then everyone else would wear it a little tank top underneath.
Oh yeah, let's see what's here. Oh, I gotta see what's here. So this is kind of cool. This is Disney World 2000.
Wow, some collector I think will be excited to see that.
My parents actually went there in 2000 and brought me. I remember they were there actually in the Millennium, like for the fireworks and everything.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's a size small. Look at that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Did you wear it, or is it?
I think I did. I think they brought it back for me, and then these are size 6. Look at the old Gap tag.
Yeah.
These are just size 6 shorts, but oh my gosh, look at this. This is not going to be a good energy, but it's like that's supposed to be a large. Look at how tiny it is. But it's like
that's a great style.
That is so the right style for. This is so much fun. Central Park West. I don't know the brand, but it's like that burnout kind of. See that?
Yeah.
Velvet. That's kind of that goth style again.
I feel like Central Park West is one of those brands I only know from thrift stores. I'm not sure where it was sold.
Express Chino. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But that's definitely a cool style.
Did some thrifting back then, but as you can tell, it's like a lot of mall brands. The Limited Drew Fit, size 2. or 4, size 4. The color might do well.
Yeah, if I were you, I would definitely
Pepto Pink. What's this?
Oh wow, those are good.
Express correspondent. I don't know that.
They're very preppy, like extremely preppy.
They are short though. They're like capris. So
I see. Yeah.
But the color is kind
of. But that was also a look, like wearing that with a little lily top or something, and then flip flops. If I were you, I would definitely sort these out between the like most, Y2K style items to the more basic like work pants and prioritize what you're listing because there's so much stuff there.
That was Express Tracy Evans. I don't know that brand, but they're kind of cute for like work pants. What are these? These are Isaac Mizrazi for Target. They're size 4. There's not a whole lot left here, so another Isaac Mizrazi for Target, size 4. And then I remember these. These aren't going to bring me any money, but and this these are from 2004. It says 404. They're Old Navy. They were extra smalls back when I was an extra small. I had these in like every color. The fleece pants.
Oh, those look cozy.
Yeah, they're not going to sell for anything. But
Ginny has a great point that waiters and waitresses wear basic black slacks. I had to wear basic black slacks working retail too. So, and I definitely did not want to spend money on those pants that I was wearing only to work.
Yeah, special edition.
Interesting.
They're shorts though. But they're like booty shorts.
Oh yeah.
But back when on the list. We'll never wear booty shorts again, that's for sure. These are Old Navy low waist, size 2. But the cute thing about they're in really good condition and they have like a cute
super cute. Yeah.
So even though they're Old Navy and they're definitely like flare legs. So another Express editor, size 6 long. This time they're like dark gray. Velour. These are like velour Old Navy.
Extra yeah. Even if they're just Old Navy.
Yeah. Let's see what else is here.
I had a whole bunch of the Juicy Couture ones. I can't believe I just donated them.
I had some too. I don't know. I know they're not in this pile because Paris Blues. Do you remember Paris Blues?
Mm-hmm. Those are cute. The back pockets.
Probably will do decently on Depop. They're size 7. The paper tag again.
Mm-hmm.
And
nice like boot cut.
Oh yeah. What is
they look almost new too.
Yeah, they're like crispy. Cyrus. I don't know that brand. Look at this. That's crazy.
That's fun though.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's like another Gap long and lean.
Oh yeah. You just like assembly line though, like get all your Gap long and lean together and just list them like 1, 2, 3, 4. Get them up.
Size 4 regular. What is this? Okay. This is Diesel.
Oh, that should be good.
Medium. It's a top. It's really wrinkled, but look at the sleeves though.
That is cute. Yeah, once you get that ironed or steamed.
Yeah, ironed and. But look at it's a size medium, but look at how tiny it is. It's like an extra
Diesel run small. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I used to wear
the tag on that. That should do pretty well though.
Oh yeah, I sold a Diesel shirt fairly recently for pretty good chunk of money.
Ice.
It's a tunic or a dress. Either way.
It's like a mini dress or a tunic. Yeah. It's a dress, yeah. It's a dress.
Mm-hmm.
But that should do okay. Mandy, do you remember that store?
Yes. I think it still exists.
It did. I know they closed there was one in Philly. It closed. I'm not sure if it was regional. Paper tag.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that Asian vibe kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Betsy says Nadine's full-time job was shopping in 2004.
Well, yeah. Maybe they're older than that, but yeah, you can tell. Like, I have more Forever 21.
I did a lot of shopping, like when I was a senior in high school.
Express Blues.
I remember that tag. I think that's more of a 90s tag, right?
Yeah. These are. Yeah, I think these are like.
Oh yeah, with the
kind of thing.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, these are. I think those are probably like early 2000s. Yeah, that's about the Gap jeans. Another one. The skirt, mini skirt. So I have a lot of listing to do, I guess, huh?
Oh yeah.
You think? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Yeah, Old Navy, but they're like boot cut jeans, size 2 regular.
No, those are the ultra low rise, right?
Oh yeah, these are super low. Yeah, look at them.
Oh, I don't know if I could ever wear those again, but someone will.
Can't probably Martin fit. So I don't know if that's
the basic.
Yeah, there's looks like that's about the end of it. Moda International is Victoria's Secret.
Oh yeah, it's the same company, right?
It's the same, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I remember getting the Victoria's Secret catalog, and you would get like the Moda clothes out of it. Yeah, like this is New York and Company, but it's super cute.
That is very cute.
It's a dress that has the belt with it. And I do remember wearing that back in the day, which is hilarious.
Angelique is so right. We just change where we shop from the malls to the thrifts. Yes, absolutely. I did thrift shop quite a bit back then, but it wasn't something my friends were into. So like that's when I would go to the malls with my friends, and yeah.
Express Editor, size 4. Yeah, I had a lot of clothes back then, didn't I? My gosh. I'm kind of glad I kept them, but goodness.
Elvis has a great idea. Have we ever done a show on how to date clothing labels? We've touched on it a bunch, and we do use the Vintage Fashion Guild, is a resource that we use all the time. We recommend it, but there are some tips that we have for, look like Nay's talking about the paper label, stuff like that. So maybe we should do a show with some of that.
That's a good idea. We could do or even like a short video. Mm-hmm. These are factory. They're Gap factory because they've got the dots there, but they're stretched. They're size 4.
I feel like the factory qualities also was better back then than.
These are they're thick. They're made well. You can tell. Mm-hmm. So another pair of Express. I had a lot of Express black pants. So, this is Old Navy. It's just like a little cargo skirt, size 2.
The drawstring.
Yeah, I'll never be a size 2 again. So yeah, so I guess that's about the end of it. I have this cool, it doesn't have a brand on it though, but it's like kind of like an army like messenger bag.
That is super cool though.
That was in there. Yeah, and it's got like actual, like this is genuine leather, but there's no brand or anything inside. But it's kind of a cool bag. I might actually use that again.
I would probably keep that.
Yeah. Vintage Blue. I don't know that brand.
Neither do I.
And it is a size 7. It's like a junior size, but these are just like Bermuda shorts. So I guess I'll just have to get these. This doesn't have a tag, but it's super 90s.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's so many of these tops. I can just imagine you wearing or someone wearing it with like a little bit of your midriff showing and like the low cut jeans.
These are just Old Navy.
Oh, those are cute. Very summery.
Oh, yeah. And they are size medium, which is actually obtainable. So maybe I'll just hold on to them. And then the last but not least, another pair of Express pants that are size 5, and they are another Express Blues. I had a lot of doubles, so these are like those gray pants but in black. So not a bad lot, and I know that for the future I will. I know there's more here, like in this house. Like there's like a crawl space and storage. So I think I even have stuff from like the 90s that are saved here. So I'll have to go through it as I help my mom clean out stuff. And this is H&M, the last thing here. That is cute. Yeah, it's really cute, but let's see the older tag.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so not bad. I think what do you think? I should probably get these listed soon. I think I'll list like the shorts and the lighter colored stuff and the little mini skirts first.
I think that makes sense. And then
tag sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm super curious to know how much that Disney shirt is worth.
I know. I'll have to look that up and see.
Yeah.
I might not be able to part with that one just because I know like my parents brought it back from their trip and it was, kind of sentimental. So
totally. I still have to look up comps though, because I'm sure
definitely got the comps.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty cool find. I forgot that was even in there. So yeah, so whoa, that was a lot to go through. And there was more. I just pulled out so yeah, you can see I've got like a hoard here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And definitely, I wouldn't say there's anything that's like knock out of the park going to be a high dollar, but altogether, lots of really decent sales and especially once you get all of that up on like Depop and it's clear that you have a nice selection, I think you will see a lot of sales happening pretty fast. So
yeah, I agree. I think those Cavaricis might do well. I think.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that was definitely
might do well. I mean, I'm not talking like $50 range or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I'll get a solid 25 to 30 for some of this stuff.
Oh, easily. That's yeah.
So and there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might have to keep that messenger bag too, Betsy. And I do remember using it back in the day. So funny. Oh gosh, what a blast from the past.
Seriously.
I remember, and I do remember Structure, Brian. That's funny.
I think I remember seeing it. I had totally forgotten that was a store.
Yep. Yeah, Structure was owned by the parent company.
The men's.
Express. It was like the men's, yeah. So funny. So that was fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. You'll have to update all of us on how everything does once it's listed and selling.
Yeah, I will. I have a lot of listing to do. And one thing I hate photographing pants. Hate it. I mostly do flat lays though for pants.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing for the jeans I was listing is flat lay for the jeans and then removing the background. And I feel like it's working pretty well for me.
Well, on Depop, what I've done for some of my pants is just laid them out on the grass, like on the bright green grass and just taking pictures and the grass background kind of works for Depop.
Yeah, for some reason the grass background on Depop is super common. And it's one of those rules that's like, I would say never put something on the ground where it's obvious it's on the ground. And then Depop's like, no, put it right on the literal like outdoor ground. And it's really fine.
Pops, yeah.
Yeah.
So, interesting. I didn't know that. Brian said that the Structure name was sold to Sears and they wanted to reimage their men's department. That's what became, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Fun fact.
Yeah, I remember I had a boyfriend back in the day and I used to buy stuff at Structure. Yeah. So, and it was like expensive and like, it was like the men's Express, but it wasn't cheap either.
Was it pricier than Express? I mean, Express isn't cheap, but it goes on sale, I feel like.
Yeah, it was still kind of kind of pricey. But back then too, like I can see with a lot of this stuff, the quality was better too, even though you were getting like, just mall brands. Now stuff is not made well. So
right.
So we have some breaking news. There's a couple topics that we want to discuss the first one is, and this is not new news. This article is from the 17th of May. So as most of you know, you saw on eBay is banning adult content. So, which is kind of silly. Like I showed a set of coasters that I had thrifted that have like, they're art though, but they have like, some risque poses and some nudity. It's all drawings. It's all art. It's Greek art. But I am going to think twice now about listing them on eBay. I don't think I'm going to do it because I don't need the hassle. And it's kind of a shame that they're doing this because they're just banning it all. You can sell, there are specific brands like magazines that you can sell. There's a list like Playgirl, Playboy, Penthouse or whatever, and some of the mean. But a lot of it is getting banned, and it's a shame because of the fact that some of it I get, but if it's in the adult section, I don't know why it would be like if it's in the actual adult section where it's supposed to be, I don't see the big deal. I mean, it's I think like all of like the toys and stuff like that, that's a no now.
Remember, Brian mentioned this when you were showing your coasters, and it's interesting because I read a couple articles, and I don't think I've seen this said really explicitly, that eBay is removing the adult content until they can remove Apple Pay from the adult category, and then they'll bring it back, which makes a lot of sense. And I have seen articles mention that the reason they're doing it is because of the credit card processing system and not so much eBay, supposedly.
Yeah,
which
it seems like they're censoring. I don't know. It is kind of, because there's a lot of art, like my coasters that are kind of on the border of, they're adult, but they're art. It's
art, but they're also like a little kitschy. I mean, they're obviously not like high art. They're not like painting, but they're from a museum, right? And they're obviously
a great museum. So now I'm afraid to list them and I'm sure there's a lot of other people. So the one thing that you wanted to point out, I know that you found the article, and this is talking about it here, that queer sexuality is included in the aberrant sexuality eBay is trying to crack down, as opposed to Playboy, which has spreads of barely legal young women because it's intended for heteros. So this is the issue, that it's kind of wiping out an important storefront for queer collectors. So do you want to talk about this a little bit?
So this is an article from The Verge, and I will make sure and get the link in our description, because I thought this article was just really, really well written. And if, before I get it into the description, you can probably Google it based on the title. But it just talks about how this new policy does seem to unequally affect queer items versus straight items that are in the adult only category. And it does seem that like there's a couple of like gay magazines that are included, but that a lot of queer content, because of the history of of how our sexuality has been treated, a lot of it's more underground. It's a lot more niche. It's a lot of community kind of publications that are much more like low budget. And so it's if eBay is only making exceptions for things the level of Playboy, then obviously that's a lot of gay and lesbian and other queer publications that are just under the radar and not going to be included in those policies. So I mean, this is just a really, really thoughtfully and well-written article that I had not made that connection, and I'm really thankful to
because it's part of your history, So, and it is true, it's not just like people collecting it because they have some fetish or something. It's a lot.
It is history.
It's historical. Yes, it's history, and because the community has been oppressed, and this is part of the history. And about like lesbian pulp fiction, I know you had mentioned that's a thing. Is that now not okay to list? Or
I think it would be okay because it's not graphic. Like it's the interesting thing about lesbian pulp fiction is that it was able to be published because it always had some sort of like moralizing tale. So like the lesbians in the book would end up like coming to some sort of tragic end, or they would end up with men, or something like that. So the covers are also like kind of suggestive, but often not like explicit. So I think they would actually kind of skirt this policy, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. There's kind of a gray area now. Like I'm afraid to list posters. I'm probably going to list them on Mercari or Etsy or Depop or something like that, rather than do it on. I'm not listing them on.
Right.
I'm not going to list them on eBay. So it's interesting. So Lola, we will put the link in the description. I don't know if there's any other things that you want to pull up there. Any other comments?
No, that was the main one. I wanted to share this article because I just want to make sure it gets shared. People read it.
Yeah. So and that is a valid concern. I mean, for people in the LGBTQ community, that is a valid concern, and that's So we'll see what happens there. So this, I have not personally gotten this. So this was, I pulled this off of somebody in Instagram had posted this, but I also have seen it on some of the Poshmark Facebook pages, and in there's chatter about it in the Poshmark community now that they're going to be testing the ability with Posh ambassadors. And I am an ambassador, but I have not gotten the test yet, the capability yet. So maybe I will. But it looks like they're going to be testing the ability to share, send offers, and edit prices in bulk. And so I am very interested in this. I did hear that the bulk share is going to be for parties. I don't know if it's going to be only parties and not, just sharing your general closet. But either way, that is going to be huge, because I was just complaining about that last week or the week before when we did our Memorial Day episode, that it is really tedious to have to, I have like 700 something items, and sharing my closet multiple times a day isn't going to happen. It takes me like 45 minutes to share my closet once. And you're supposed to do that every day to get sales. Now, I know that the CEO of Posh had once said, and this was a couple years ago, when I attended there was an event in Philly, and they were talking about it then, that they said, the CEO said that you will never be able to bulk share. They're never going to have that feature because of the fact that it's not going to even the playing field for everyone, and the people that put more work into it are going to get more results. But I think that hopefully that's changing, and they've realized that people you want to sell. You don't want to have to spend all of your time, your whole day, sharing, and it's too tedious.
Well, I mean, I can see where the real reason, I would guess, is because it allows a lot of spam to be more effective if you can bulk share spam listings. I'm guessing that might be what the thinking was behind that. But the flip side is you have a certain limit to how much sellers can grow. And if you're limiting your sellers to how large they can grow, you're limiting your whole platform. So it makes no sense to not allow, and it makes sense for like a Posh ambassador, like feature to be, not expressing myself well. It makes sense to have to qualify as a Posh ambassador for it to work. Oh, Betsy. So what's it like?
Yes, if you could tell us a little bit more about it, I'd be interested, because I'm wondering how it works. Can you only share during parties? Is it? And I love, being able to bulk send offers and edit prices. That's great too. But, the other thing is, I think a lot of the bigger Posh closets, I'm talking like the huge closets that have thousands and thousands and thousands of listings. Okay, interesting. They have got to be using bots, and it's kind of just
and it's right, and it's unfair for Poshmark to say it's legal, or you're going to get banned if you use bots. But obviously, the biggest players are doing it with impunity and not getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Betsy, do you want to drop your Instagram handle in the chat? So if anyone wants to check out your stories to see the feature, and I'm definitely going to do that once we're done with the show.
Very interesting.
I'm very curious to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I am an ambassador, but I don't have it yet. So
it must be rolling it out to some accounts slowly.
Yeah. So interesting. So I haven't. Cool. So thank you for that, Betsy. And then our market report. These were from last week, and we had we went over with Craig and Rick last week. They were wonderful. It was an awesome show, but we didn't show our scores last.
And they had plenty of great scores.
Oh yeah, they had
not lacking for that.
We need ours, but so I just saved these. These are actually from last week. So Lola, what happened to your listing? There it is. Okay, sorry. Oh. There it is. So Lola, do you want to talk about this? This is interesting. I like.
Yeah. So I had this stool that I thrifted from Circle Thrift, and I paid like $15 for it. So it wasn't super cheap, but I used it for a while, and I had repaired it a few times. Like the screws were kind of stripped, and I was tired we weren't really using it. I was tired of fixing it. So I just took the legs off and sold them. And I did take a best offer of $15. So I kind of just got my money back, but it was just nice to keep these out of the landfill. And, I put them as is. So I am hoping whoever gets them is going to kind of spruce them up and give them new life. And they went to Omaha, and I know that in Omaha, there is a big furniture, like some big furniture stores. So I was wondering if maybe it's like a furniture restore or reseller.
Yeah, you in fair condition with surface wear to both wood and metal. Rust on inside of mounts. Please see photos. Perfect description.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, because I wouldn't have thought of doing that, Lola. So that was a very resourceful, creative thing that you know, and that was a great sale for, you know.
Yeah. And like I said, you know, I didn't actually make a profit here, but sometimes it's less about the profit and more about just making sure that things get in the right hands so that they have another life and they just keep going. And they were really well made. You could just feel that the wood was solid. There's so much potential in them for the right person who knows how to restore furniture. So
yep, very good sales. I like that that you thought outside the box there. And then these are
so these were an item from our challenge when we were doing our Memorial Day challenge. I had fixed this listing because for some reason, like, the photos were corrupted, and so for a while, the main photo was just not coming up on the listing. Mm-hmm. So I fixed that, and they sold like within a few days. I had offered to watchers, and then I got a message back from a woman who had been watching it saying, you know, if you want to offer it for $20 shipped, I will pay that. And that was basically what I had sent the offer for. I forget exactly how it shook out, but so I listed it $22 free shipping, sent her another offer for $20. She accepted, and yeah, it's a great sale. It was, it was really nice to have a buyer who was super willing to work on the price, and I think we were both really happy.
Perfect. And then I had included these last week. I have 3 because I included this one because it is, if it ever loads, it is applicable for Pride Month. However, silly me, I never put Pride in the hashtags or anything. So I don't know if it sold because of that or if it just sold because it was a cool shirt. But
it is a cool shirt.
It was a cute. It's Mighty Fine. So it was retro. It wasn't. Yeah, and it sold for 50. I took an offer for 15. Oh, you know what it was? I had it on sale for $15.40. I'd had it for a while, but it was interesting that it sold this month during Pride Month, and I wonder if it sold for that reason or for just because it was a cool shirt. But either way, that was.
And that's not bad for a t-shirt.
Oh no, and then these were actually I only sold them for $20. However, these were from a blue box, and they were Lee. And it's interesting because I put these on Depop as well because they kind of have that mom jean short. Mm-hmm. And feel. So I put these on, and there's the grass background again. So I put these on Depop too, and I sold them on eBay. And then like the next day, someone was like, I had to mark them sold on Depop because, I cross-listed them. And then the next day someone was like, what happened to the shorts? I was going to buy them. So So I did have interest on Depop as well. So you never know in those blue boxes what.
Yeah, and those are a nice size. The elastic waist is nice post-pandemic. I'm sure lots of people appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that was not bad. And then these I got in the bins. I actually did 2 lots of these books. I think I did a lot of 6 that I sold for 30. And then I did this lot of 5 that I sold for 25. And they were $0.25 a piece. So I made like, $55 in sales on these books that I spent just a couple bucks on. And then what I did was I just put, some close-up photos of some of the damage on the spine and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, not bad for. So, and I did ship those media mail. I gave the option of priority and they picked media. So they're still in transit, but
no problem.
Yeah, but the buyer knows. So, I shipped them right away, but, and then we have a question for you. What items have you unearthed lately? So if you guys have any old inventory or some items in your attic or whatever, like, my vault of old pants and jeans, what have you found? And are you going to list it? Have you listed it? Or do you have something to unearth? Let us know.
And before we end completely, Betsy did drop her info in the chat. I wanted to share that. Okay, so Betsy says, I can share anything, but it's taking her a full minute per share. Okay, so that's no better than doing it yourself then. If that's how slow it is, that's a little. Hopefully that will change. Yeah, that seems. So there's a video in her stories, and if you want to follow her on Instagram, she is at Betty2You.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to go check that out. I'm super curious. And that is disappointing to hear that it's that slow, but
yeah, maybe they'll fix the kinks. I don't know. So, and as always, you can find us everywhere. I'm mostly Thrifty Nay. Lola is Run Lola Run or Lola Thrifts on Instagram. And Lola, you are on eBay. You are Low Two Dazzles. Hi. And I am Cold Gray Asterisk Dazzle. And then again, if you have an idea for an upcoming video, you want to be a guest, comments, questions, let us know. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. So
yeah, so if you know anyone else who is selling online or is a big thrifting fanatic, share a channel. And especially next week, like I said, if someone's new and express curiosity about what you do and reselling in general, I think next week we'll have a really good kind of intro. Hopefully seasoned thrifters will get some tips as well, but nice thrifting 101. So it's a great time to jump in, and that will be on Thursday. That is such a great a great sale, Brian.
And Ginny says her old chic jean shorts are on their last leg. I bet you could find another pair on if you search, between all the platforms. And even if you tried Depop, Ginny, I bet they have some of the older, like that brand on.
Oh yeah, and then Angelique asked if you would ever use mom jeans in the title. Of course, yes. It is not like a bad thing anymore. Definitely used to be like mom jeans were the jeans you didn't want to wear, and now they're a style that's trendy, has been for a little while. So definitely.
It's actually kind of become like the name of a style, kind of almost interchangeable with like boot cut or their mom jeans,
high waist 80s. Yeah.
And again, there's our next week's show. So, and don't forget, we'll be back on Thursday, not Friday, the same time, but Thursday, the 24th. So, and everyone have a great week. Thanks for unearthing my big bin with me. It's fun.
So fun. Okay. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye.